Hello, my beautiful Saggies. I've missed you guys so much. It's an honor to be here with you, and thank you for watching. Um, so, as you can see, it is fall. Oh, look, a little candle wax got over here. Oh, well. It is fall time. The pumpkins are out. We're ready to go. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that this is my favorite time of year. I would do fall and pumpkins all year round if I could. People would think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Um, so let's get started with your reading. So the first half of this video is going to be more focused on you and what you're going through in love, career, finances, anything, family, friends that's meant to come out. Second half is going to be about your soulmate, okay? Now keep in mind in readings, the energies can be flip-flopped. Your story may be at the end. Theirs may be now. Just, it may or may not resonate. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? But for something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading, okay? If you're interested in one, that's what I've been very busy doing lately. So many of you have been asking. Just email me down below. I do offer live one-on-one readings and also pre-recorded videos, okay, on YouTube. So, Saggy. So there's actually starting off here. Your readings have been a little heavy lately. But, it feels here, it's an interesting trend that happened today. The card that kind of appeared, or one of them, at least one, that appeared in the last reading, even the last two, wanted to stay out for all three. This was in Libra and Scorpio. And we have soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. But it's funny how in each of the readings, though, it meant three different things. In this case, it feels like some of you, because I feel like there's an energy of a past relationship that was rather, I don't know if it was abusive or, like where you were lied to or cheated on, whatever it is. This reading feels like it's for somebody who got out of something and is now in something else. Okay? This reading feels like it's specifically where you're like, well, I wouldn't want to say specifically. This feels like maybe specific message for someone, but it feels like someone who got out of a bad relationship, but is like a very bad one. And it actually feels a little abusive. But it feels like there is a new soulmate in the picture, like a new guy or gal. And it actually feels like it was meant for you. It feels actually very good. There's this energy literally, like I'm actually feeling it literally as your soulmate is with you. Okay, so a lot of you feels like you found new love, or this reading feels like for a newer relationship. They may have kids, but it seems like it works with you. There may be, I'm seeing like either like a little boy or a little girl, but it feels like it works. For some of you, it may not apply with the kids, but either way, what it's also feeling like too, this 4 of 1, this is really beautiful energy. It feels like this is someone who you're either living with or about to live with, and like you want, and it even feels like they want it. Well, let me wait on that. But definitely you want like a family with them. It feels like someone like husband material, wife material. It just feels like a very nice thing. But it does feel like this King of Wands or King of Swords is making me feel like triggers from your past may or may not, because it's like kind of what we allow is what will affect our relationship. It feels like there are things from your past that are kind of maybe creeping up within you by dealing with somebody else. And it's feeling like there are still certain things that you may be easily triggered by, or like that make you uncomfortable. Oh, I just saw 444 on the timer, and there's the 401. What it's feeling like, though, is that you're aware of this, and I feel like out of love, you should, or you are, making your partner aware of it. Like, let's say you were yelled, like it was something like verbally abusive, right? Like, and it was just like too aggressive, right? So sounds, even something like that, or like the slamming of a door, or, you know, if something is like a little too, it could set you off, right? Or like, God, like, I mean, I know how I am, you know, I'm a little loud, or like, you know, I get a little vocal or a little animated, right? Like, so if maybe if you were, I hope not, but I mean, it's reality. Like, if you were physically, if anything was physical, God forbid, and if you were, I'm very sorry for that. But even something like this, you know, like a hand motion, right? It could trigger something in you, like PTSD. But I feel like either way, you are aware of this and you are working on it and you are like making it whole again. You're healing, and this is very good because it's feeling like this relationship is on the right track. I feel like there may still be some things that you are, you know, like not fully there yet. But these things take time. And it really feels though like you're, you know, I feel like you're working on it at a very comfortable pace. You're openly communicating about it, and you're also like letting, it feels like you're doing it in the right way. Letting, like, if you're not, then do it this way. But the bulk of you feel like you are. You're letting your partner know, listen, it's not you. I'm just letting you know what I went through, and letting you know that I'm like that. This it's gonna set me off, right? But it makes me uncomfortable. But I know I'm working on it. It's just something that I dealt with that like, you know, I'm seeing like, you know, when you boil water and like the water is, and then when you turn the heat off, right, it's okay. You know it's still hot, right? But eventually, after an hour or so, right, it cools down where you can put your hand in it. You're essentially that boiling pot. Somebody out there, it could even be your other person, your person, is with that boiling pot, and the water feels like it's maybe still a little, you know, a little uncomfortable to dip my hand in, but I can still kind of do it. It feels like it's at that boiling stage and where the bubbles are almost there, still there, but it's not like fully clear. Whoever went through that, they're getting through it, and it feels like also very determined energy to do so, to make this new relationship work. Okay, random download. Some of you may have cut off somebody, or somebody could have cut you off recently. I don't know if it's a friend or a family member. I feel like there's an energy of like somebody who you maybe tried to help, who is like maybe going through something. They may have been going through tough times, and you thought you were being there for them. It feels like they did a 360 on you and kind of, it could have been like a harsh text message. It could have been whatever I'm feeling. It's like an energy like where you saw their true colors. It feels like maybe they may have went up and the Six of Wands is here, and it's making me feel travel. It could be someone like who, it feels very selfish. Maybe somebody moved away and cut you off, or maybe, but it's feeling like somebody who is only interested in material things. They feel like this Knight of Wands, it's funny, or Knight of Swords came out for you, but now for them, whoever this is that was nasty, all I saw was this, and that looks aggressive. It feels like someone who is going through a very tough time in their life, and they're kind of like looking for, I don't know if it's like attention or money. They may have said, like, blown things out of proportion. This is someone, though, who's coming out in a very dark energy, and I feel like it may have hurt you that they cut you off, or you cut them. I don't know. I feel like the best thing is to kind of just leave them alone, because they're coming out like they did not have good intentions towards you. Or right now, they don't. They don't have really good intent. It feels like they're out for themselves. Could be a... It could be a water sign or an air sign. But regardless of the sign, it's irrelevant. Um, there's somebody, it's like an energy like they don't love themselves and they're looking for, I don't know what the hell, from other people, or maybe even like they're drinking or into alcohol. I mean, it could be friend and fam. It feels more like a friend or a family member, but it just feels like their heart is not in the right place right now. It feels like it may be a couple of wine bottles or, beer bottles like underneath it, it's like smothering it, like I don't know who that is, but let me just see how to best handle that. Let me just see their intention, because it just feels very selfish, and it feels like they're hurting a lot of people. It feels like they only keep people, the tower, their life is in shambles. I just saw 11:11 on the timer. I feel like they're trying to run away from their issues. Look at that, the Five of Cups. They're kind of coming out in despair, but kind of like a walking tower, hurting other people in the process. I don't give a shit what you're going through. There is no reason or excuse to do this. They're acting like they think they're royalty or something. This unfortunately can happen with people. They're coming out as like pompous on their high horse. Maybe they got a new job and they're making more money and they're getting like very materialistic. And I feel like the materialism or even the drinking, the Five of Cups is here, is what's kind of causing them to go down this negative cycle. Or rather, let's not blame it. I mean, we can blame it on the whatever, but it's them who's choosing to do it. Not good. Death. I feel like they're getting rid of people who don't feed their ego. They're coming out, they're coming out as nasty. Four of Pentacles, very greedy person. Greedy. It's like an energy of, you didn't do this for me. And look at the face. Like a butthurt little boy or girl. Like, you didn't do this for me. And they're coming out like they're on the high horse. Like they think they're on the high horse. But they're deeply troubled right now. And I feel like you're not the only one who they pushed away. I feel like let me see what they're surrounding themselves with, and I'll tell you. Look at this. The Three of Swords. This is what they're surrounded by, I think, is a bunch of like heartbroken. Look at this. The Four of Cups. Oh my God. Eight of Swords. It's like an energy. They're like stuck around people who are, I feel like, a little bit attention loving. They seem to be either drinkers or this Eight of Swords makes me feel like I'm stuck in like either like the party scene or, look at that, shady, nasty Seven of Swords with it. Page of Wands. What they're around, it's, listen, it's not an excuse, to do this, but it's definitely influencing them, because they feel like makes me feel like they were very vulnerable, and they maybe weren't always like this, and now they fell into this element and they're embracing it. Like hanging around like nasty, like liars, backstabbers. Always depressed, always like moaning about something, or like looking for. I also feel like a vanity. There's something very vain about this combination. Eight of Swords is also for me like a jail card. It's something like very shady that they're around. It feels like someone went from being a man or a woman, like of respect, with respect for themselves and others, to respect for nobody. Only people like that feed their ego, or like give them what they want or what they can get out of people. It's no, they downgraded. Somebody downgraded here, but they're coming out as hurt. It's out of pain. Very emotionally manipulative too. They're coming out like, I don't need you. I don't stay. This is very nasty energy. An apology would need to be required. This is not a good energy with the Empress here. That's vanity, being surrounded by this, and just what I feel. It's a bitter kind of no. Ew. Feels like somebody just discarded you for no good reason, but for their own selfish reasons. Let me see. I feel like this reading is going more in their direction. Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. What is this person's feelings for? Okay, the High Priestess. They're again. It's like an energy of, ooh, Six of Swords. Temperance. They're coming out like avoiding what they did. They're like a gaslight. This is gaslight. Right now, it's like an energy of they're gaslighting you, blaming you for multiple things. They're coming out. This can definitely be an emotional one. It could be a water sign. There's the sign of Cancer. It could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They know they did wrong, but they're kind of coming out like a baby, like a crybaby in a way. They're blaming you for how they feel. It's really, I think it's because of how they're feeling, but the way they're dealing with it is like they're finding something and somebody else to blame to take it out on. And there's like a big energy here of a pompous ass. I also feel like this is someone who will push away genuine love. They may be also like looking for, if it's a relationship, whoever this person was to you, if it was a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whether it was a friend, this particular soulmate is kind of like on a very depressed cycle, looking to fill the void, and it ain't gonna get better. Queen of Swords. They're trying so desperately to find love, but their life is losing structure. And I feel like, yeah, this is some like wounded warrior kind of crap. Nine of Wands, Temperance, but they're avoiding it. They are not ready to accept what they're doing, like to face accountability. They know it's wrong. There's the Hierophant. What their life is lacking is structure. They gone off the deep end. Ten of Wands. They create a lot of drama for themselves. But I feel like there's a big energy here of Ace of... Ooh, the Ace of Wands reversed. They're getting too... like hung up on their appearance or like the people they're with. They're like addictive kind of people. Like it could be drinkers or, see, it's even making me like I'm shaking my knees. It's like uncomfortable. It's not at rest. It's not, ooh, again, heartbreak. This person's, ooh, they went off the deep end. They need help. They're defensive towards it. And there's an energy here like they will push away true love. They are getting like attached, I feel, to people who may look good. But they seem to like want many things from a partner. But it feels, or like, but they're pushing away like the simple things in life. And that's what matters. They're like very gung-ho or like hung up on, oh, I don't know, like it could be like, oh, how much money did you give me for my birthday? or like how much money do they make a year, or how it's like very material and very nasty, as opposed to like like a phone call, like, is this person there for me? They're pushing away genuine people, and they're going to get what they're going to get it. Yeah, leave this person alone. They're coming out and like, they're not sending you bad energy. They're digging themselves into a very nasty cycle. They will hurt a lot of people like this, caring people. Let me see, how should you handle this? Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe, please for Sagittarius. How should Sagittarius best handle this situation? Any guidance for Sagittarius? King of Cups. These three all came out together. These feel like they want to stay as one. Ooh, the Four of Wands reversed. Death card. Don't reach out. This is an energy, do not reach out at all. There's the Ace of Pentacles. This feels like that. There's like an energy of them being obsessed with the material world. And it's going to cause them a lot of pain. There's someone, I think, it's like an energy of like, who's blaming. Now, again, in certain circumstances, right, our surroundings or people's surroundings can influence their, it could even be like, I don't know, the town you live, the place you live, right? The environment you're in, right, can influence your behavior and influence. But this is an energy of someone who does not take accountability. It's like they'll find anything and everything to blame but themselves. I mean, realistically, that's not the case. They're looking for like scapegoats. No, don't reach out to them. This is you sitting kind of, and I don't want to say on your heart, but it's an energy like within love. And just kind of like let them do it, but don't. They're free to make their choices in life. I feel like this is someone who is going to go through a very dark cycle of kind of greed, and because it feels like someone too who gets their feelings hurt very easily, but also does not communicate it. They sit there and kind of like every little thing like hurts their feelings, but they also don't say it. I also feel like other factors in their life, like their blame game. Yeah, ew, they came out as the Page of Wands again. No, this is a child that thinks they're like a man or a woman. No. It's the ego is out of control now. There's the Justice card. They're coming out as a little self-righteous. Definitely, look at that Pisces vibes, Hangman. They're very vain, and they're kind of coming out as hurting. No, don't reach out, whatever you do. No. Let them go through their ridiculousness and stay away from it. It's a very toxic element. Let me see anything else for Sagittarius. Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. For Sagittarius, any more? Keep doing what you're doing. Facing your demon. The tower is here. There's an energy of like you facing that which destroyed you. Or that which hurt you. You facing it, I feel. Emotionally, spiritually. You keep doing that. That which like destabilized you, you are going to face. See how the Palace of Pentacles came out reversed? That which destabilized you, you're facing it head on. And then comes the Tower. Right after, wow, that King of Cups again. This is you being healed. Wow, a King of Cups. And the King of Swords. This is an energy of proper boundaries, asserting yourself. Wow, the Queen of Wands. There's your Sagittarius energy. Look at that. And there's the Ten of Wands. It's like the hard work pays off. Because you set boundaries with yourself and what you're going to feel, what you're going to... You're cutting off that which... Or placing boundaries on, or like getting real with yourself on many things. But I also feel there's like another message coming through. Yeah, fix up that house. There's something about like fixing up your house. Or... your living arrangements. It can even be getting a new car. Do that. Focus on that. The Star came out reversed next to the Chariot. How interesting. Always, I feel like I want to say this. Remember that there is a reason for everyone who crosses our paths and crosses our lives. Be thankful for your experiences. With the Star reversed, it's an energy next to the Chariot of like, why did I have to go through that? Well, there is a reason. That's enough. Don't look too deeply. Just realize there is a reason. Well, in a way, it is like look deeply at it, because it's the way you look at it is what's going to flip this upright, where you'll be like graceful no matter what. I feel turning it into a victory. The Star feels like this feels like it can go upright on your own accord. You got this. Wow, there's the Emperor. See, it's like 3 majors. My goodness. The Emperor coming out here. That's what can flip that Star upright. It's like having faith again, that there are good people. That you can trust again. 701. You know, and it's an energy of like having boundaries versus being defensive. Remember that boiling water, that analogy, it's kind of like, and it feels like now it's simmering. It needs to simmer. If you're boiling water all the time, who can touch you? Who can get close to you? It's got to be lukewarm. Or a little hot, if you know what I mean. Okay? So, Saggy, I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love. Again, if you're interested in a private reading for your specific situation, you can email me down below. That information is in the description box. I am sending you so much love, and bye-bye now.